All right, let's dive deep into the mind of the most influential player on the pitch, the midfield general. We're going to explore how they absolutely command a game, and more importantly, how you can start to think and play just like one.
You've probably heard this a million times, right? But it is so much more than just a saying. It's basically a law of the pitch. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll understand exactly why this one single idea is the real key to victory.
So why all the hype about this one patch of grass? Well, it's because the midfield isn't just some empty space between your defense and your attack. No, it's the engine room. It's the command center. It's where the entire game is won or lost.
I mean, just think about it for a second. The midfield is where everything starts. It's where your attacks are built up, piece by piece. And it's also your first line of defense when things go wrong. If you win this battle, you get to dictate everything, the tempo, where the ball goes, and ultimately, who gets the chances to actually score.
Okay, so we get why it's so important. But now for the big question. How do they do it? See, controlling the midfield, that starts way before you even touch the ball. It all starts right up here, in your head. It's all about that invisible work that separates the good players from the truly great ones.
So what is it? What's their secret? How do players like Xavi or Pirlo or Luka Modric, how do they always look like they have all the time in the world, even when they're under crazy pressure? Well, it all comes down to a constant, repeatable mental process they do over and over again.
And here it is. This is the simple yet incredibly powerful loop that is just constantly running in a great midfielder's mind. First up, scan. They are constantly looking over their shoulder, building this 360-degree picture of the whole pitch. That information then feeds their ability to think, to anticipate what's going to happen next. And finally, based on all that, they position themselves. They don't run to the ball, they move into intelligent space where the ball is going to be. Scan, think, position. It's a non-stop cycle every second of the game.
All right, so once they've done the mental work and they're in the right spot, what's their primary weapon? It's the pass. But here's the thing. Passing isn't just kicking a ball from A to B. Oh no, it's a language. It's how they talk to every single teammate on the field, orchestrating the whole team's movement without saying a single word.
A top midfielder has a whole toolkit of passes. You've got the quick, short, simple passes. They use those to keep possession, to control the ball, and just tire the other team out. Then, all of a sudden, bam, a long sweeping switch of play to the other side of the field. That completely stretches the defense and opens up huge gaps. And then, there's the killer blow, the key pass, that perfectly timed, perfectly weighted ball that just slices right through the defense and sets up a clear shot on goal.
And all of this incredible passing range, it all builds up to the next level of midfield mastery, controlling the tempo of the game. You know, a great midfielder is like the conductor of an orchestra. They decide the rhythm, they decide exactly when to slow things down and when to hit the gas.
And you know what? Sometimes the smartest play you can make is to just slow everything down. If your team is under a bit of pressure, or maybe you just need to manage the game, a midfield general will literally put their foot on the ball. They'll play it safe, play simple passes, and just bring a sense of calm to the chaos. That is an act of total, deliberate control.
But then, they pounce. They sense a moment of weakness, right? A defender out of position, a little gap in the back line, and they inject pure speed. It could be a quick 1-2 pass, a driving run forward, a fastball over the top, and suddenly the game just explodes into life. They create chaos for the other team, and that chaos leads to golden opportunities to score.
But look, a true midfield general isn't just about creating beautiful attacking moves. And they're not just a defensive shield either. They are the linchpin. They're the one player that connects both phases of the game, and they have to master both.
And this balance is absolutely crucial. When they're in attack, they're the creative force, right? They're reading the game, finding those gaps, delivering those killer passes. But the second their team loses the ball, their entire mindset flips. Instantly, they become the first line of defense. They're jumping into tackles, intercepting passes, pressing opponents, and protecting their own defenders. This two-way mastery is exactly what makes them so completely indispensable.
Okay, so let's bring it all together. What does it actually take to achieve that total control we've been talking about? Well, it's about combining all of these different skills, the mental stuff, the technical stuff, the tactical stuff, and blending it all into one seamless performance.
So here it is. This is the complete toolkit. It all starts with that constant scanning and awareness. That awareness is what leads to intelligent positioning. And from that position, they use their precise passing to control the tempo. And all of this is built on a foundation of both attacking creativity and that relentless defensive discipline. This right here, this is the blueprint for total midfield domination.
And so, we end right back where we started. Because after breaking down all the elements that go into it, the thinking, the positioning, the passing, the tempo control, the defending, this statement is no longer just a nice quote, is it? It's the fundamental equation for winning a football match. You control that central space, and the entire game is yours.